Hello, viewers, and welcome to today's episode of Disappointed Dragon. We have today something a bit bigger and outside of our normal viewing area. I have one of the Lego kits that I got for Christmas this year. We have the Infinity Saga I Am Groot set, which is actually really nice. I am a big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as most people are. It's quite fun to watch. It's very enjoyable, and I do like Baby Groot. This isn't one that I would have picked for myself, but man, I didn't know I wanted it until I got it. It's really cool. It really reminds me of at one point in time I got the Clayface set, and just building like these figures like this, these posable figures out of Lego, is something that I really like. It's something I always wanted to do. Back when I was younger, they didn't have as many, but it's really cool. Another really neat thing is they often come with these now, these like stands to show who they are. If you can see on it there, I'm gonna zoom in. Zoom in more. Under everything it says I am Groot. Height, I am Groot. Weight, I am Groot. Species, I am Groot. Abilities, I am Groot. Homeworld, I am Groot. And then age, I am Groot. It's fantastic. I also love the fact that it comes with, and we'll zoom out again, you get to make a Lego cassette tape. I love that. I love that a lot. It's fantastic. So he's going to be 26 centimeters tall. So that's pretty good. Just about a foot. And 11 centimeters wide. Doesn't look like it's going to be too difficult. Pretty happy with it. I'm going to get started on it pretty quick if I can figure out how to open it. I think we're just going to have to tear into it. Usually there's like an easy open on these things so that you don't have to destroy the box, so that you can keep it for later if you want, but this one doesn't. Ah, there it is. It's just in a weird place. It's all the way on the bottom, which is not something I would have expected. This is one that we're going to do the speed up for, unlike the last couple of construction toys I've done, where I've been building them and talking the whole time. This one's got a few too many pieces. I'm not really interested in doing it all in one go and having to talk the whole time. But before we get started on bag number one, we will look at the instruction book, just because sometimes there's some pretty cool stuff in these. I think this one's going to be a bit more basic. It's not going to be like the Black Label ones where the instruction book usually has a bit more information in it, but it is pretty cool. I like the colors on it. It's really nice. It's very thick. And it talks about the Lego app where you can actually have interactive instructions, which is pretty cool. Looks like bag one makes the torso, the little stand, and the cassette tape. And not too much in this one. This one's just the basic instruction set. No, doesn't look like there's anything extra in there, which is unfortunate. Product feedback, where you can talk about whether you like it. I do like this pirate guy. He's really cool. But yeah, future me is going to speed it up while I start building, and we'll see you guys when it's done. So enjoy. Okay, so we're done building Baby Groot. First things off, the look of the thing, really good. I mean, it's clearly Baby Groot. You can tell by looking at it that that's what it is. No confusion whatsoever. It looks really good. Posability-wise, I mean, he's got ball joints pretty much everywhere. Ball joints in the legs, although because of how the leg ball joints are attached by that kind of ball, they actually don't have any swing out. They can only go up and down. So it's more of basically a thigh cut than a ball joint. Ball joint knees that bend far more forward than they do back. So his legs are not super posable. Really, the only thing you can do with them is have him stand, and you could have him sit down. Arms, though, unimpeded ball joints completely on the shoulders. Ball joints on the elbows, which have a lot of motion because you can just twist them around and move them. This vine here doesn't really get in the way. It seems like it would, but it doesn't. He's got hands. The fingers all move, which is pretty cool. And actually his thumb is on it's attached to a peg here that actually swivels back and forth, so you can kind of change the angle of his thumb a bit, which is pretty neat. He has a waist swivel as well, which is a ball joint, but because of how it's connected, it just swivels. And his head is on a ball joint, which has a little bit of waggle, just a bit. And he has a mouth that does have a hinge, but once you've got everything together, it doesn't move. So it's actually static. The hinge, I guess, is just there to angle it down like that, so he's got the happy Groot look. And it is an oddly designed thing. It does bother me that it's not symmetrical, and I know that that's on purpose because things don't really grow symmetrical, and he's supposed to be like a plant, so that makes sense. He's also a little bit hard to balance because his head is so massive. Really, the only pose you can get him in is kind of leaning slightly forward like that, just to make sure he doesn't fall over. He's got stickers. As always, I'm not a big fan of stickers. Kind of wish he already had them on the pieces and not stickers, but at the same time, he's fantastic. He's not too big. He's actually smaller than I thought. He's fantastic. He'll fit nice on a shelf. He looks really good. I love the little standee. And my favorite thing by far is the Awesome Mix Volume 2 cassette. It's really cool. It looks like a cassette. Like, you stick this on a shelf from a distance, it looks like a cassette. This side's not as great because you have to have this piece here to hold in the tires that make the spools. But even still, it's fantastic. It's really neat. You could probably make Groot hold it. Although I don't know if he's got enough. No, I don't think he can hold it from the sides. There's just not enough pressure to keep it from sliding out, but you could probably have him hold it from the corners. Yeah, there you go. You can hold up the tape. He's bringing it to Quill to put in the cassette player. So yeah, no, it's a really cool thing. I really like it. It goes really well in the collection. I mean, it's obviously not in scale to anything, but these sort of shelf ones never really are in a scale to anything else. I guess he might actually be in scale to what Baby Groot was in the movie. I do really like it. I think it's a really neat thing, and I'm very happy that someone got it for me. Like I said, it's not something that I had thought I wanted until I got it, and I do really like it. It's just a cool little thing. I kind of wish you had like a voice box and the sign that said "I am Groot" when you pushed it. That's asking for a lot, though. Yeah, it's really good. My only real downside is the balance issue, because I feel like he always wants to fall over, but he does have big feet, and it is not difficult to position him so he stands. So it's definitely a win, and I loved the head specifically. Oh, guys. Oh, excuse me. Sorry to sneeze at you guys in the middle of that. The head was my favorite thing. The engineering on it is really cool. The way that the face attaches on to make it round is just really neat. It's a really cool engineering feat that they've done. So yeah, no, Super great set. Very happy to have it. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.